Have you ever stopped to wonder where the oxygen in your next breath really comes from? Most people picture vast rainforests, towering trees, and endless green landscapes. But the real answer lies far beyond the shoreline, drifting silently beneath the waves. Welcome back to The Drowned History. If you enjoy calm, deep explorations of the ocean and the hidden systems that keep our planet alive, take a moment to subscribe and like the video. It helps the channel grow and tells me you want more stories like this. So, how much oxygen actually comes from the ocean? Scientists estimate that about half of all the oxygen produced on Earth comes from the sea. That's right, roughly every second breath you take owes its existence to the ocean. Most of this oxygen is created not by large plants or seaweeds, but by microscopic life drifting through sunlit waters. These organisms are known as plankton, tiny plants, algae, and photosynthesizing bacteria that float with the currents. Among them is one of the most important life forms on the planet, Prochlorococcus. It's the smallest photosynthetic organism ever discovered, invisible to the naked eye. Yet, despite its size, this single type of bacteria produces up to 20% of all the oxygen in the entire biosphere. That's more than all the tropical rainforests on land combined. Entire planetary systems depend on organisms smaller than a grain of dust. Measuring exactly how much oxygen the ocean produces isn't simple. The ocean is constantly changing. Scientists use satellite imagery to track areas where plankton are photosynthesizing, giving us a global picture of oxygen production. But satellites can't see everything. Plankton populations shift with the seasons, with water temperature, nutrient levels, sunlight, and even daily tidal cycles. In some places, oxygen levels can change dramatically between day and night. There's another important part of this story. While the ocean produces at least half of Earth's oxygen, it also consumes nearly the same amount. Marine animals use oxygen to breathe, just like animals on land. Plants and animals both rely on oxygen for cellular respiration. And when marine life dies, the process of decay consumes oxygen as well. The ocean is both a source and a sink, constantly producing oxygen while using it at the same time. The oxygen humans rely on most doesn't come directly from today's plankton blooms. Instead, it comes from oxygen that has accumulated in the atmosphere over hundreds of millions of years. This massive reserve is the result of ancient photosynthesis, slowly building the breathable air we depend on today. But when this balance is disrupted, the consequences can be severe. When large algal blooms die, their decomposition can consume oxygen faster than it can be replaced. This creates regions with dangerously low oxygen levels, known as hypoxic zones, or more commonly, dead zones. In these areas, oxygen levels drop so low that most marine life cannot survive. Entire ecosystems can collapse, leaving behind silent stretches of ocean floor. Scientists closely monitor these events, studying algal blooms and oxygen loss to better predict and reduce the damage they cause, not just to marine life, but to coastal communities and fisheries that depend on healthy oceans. So, the next time you take a breath, remember that half of it began far from land, in a sunlit layer of seawater filled with drifting life too small to see, yet powerful enough to sustain the world. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Did you expect the ocean to play such a huge role in Earth's oxygen supply? Let me know in the comments. And if you'd like to keep exploring the hidden forces that shape our planet, be sure to watch this next video. What happens if the Atlantic Ocean stops flowing?